For this exercise, you want to be lying on the foam roller long ways. You want your head and your butt to both be supported. You want your feet flat on the ground, again about hip width apart just for some balance, and slightly engage your core muscles to help balance as well. You're going to start with your arms straight toward the ceiling. Elbows are going to stay straight for this exercise. With the motion that just comes from your shoulder blades, you're going to reach your fingertips toward the ceiling, and then slowly let your arms come back down. Your shoulder blades melt around the foam roller. And you're just going to repeat this. It's nice and slow. The elbows stay straight the whole time. And don't let your shoulders come toward your ears either. Keep those down and relax, and just let your shoulder blades drive the motion. For this exercise, you're going to be lying on the foam roller with your arms straight in the air, fingertips toward the ceilings. You want your elbows to stay straight, and you're going to be scissoring your arms back and forth above your head and down by your side. The motion should be slow and controlled, alternating the arms, and just keep the range of motion as pain-free as possible. You don't have to straighten your arm as far over your head if it creates a pinch or any pain. Just modify it as needed. For this exercise, you're going to have your arms again straight in the air, fingers toward the ceiling. You're going to do 2 scissors alternating with the arms. And then you're going to do a circular motion, almost like a snow angel around. You'll do 2 more of the scissors, and then you'll circle back around and just keep repeating that. Again, slow and controlled, and keep the range of motion as pain-free as possible. For this exercise, you're going to again lay on the foam roller with your body straight, your arms toward the ceiling, fingertips up, and you're just going to let both of your arms fall out to the side to feel a stretch in the front of your chest. If it is uncomfortable for you for your elbows to touch the ground, you can put a pillow in there to prop it if you need to as you're stretching the pecs. As you get more flexible and more range of motion, you can take those pillows out and let your arms touch the floor. You can also move the range of motion a little bit along. You can move your arms up or down to feel the stretch in a different place. For this exercise, you need a blank wall. You're going to be standing with your back against it. You're going to slightly engage your core to protect your low back. And you're also going to squeeze your shoulder blades together as if you're trying to tuck them back and down into your back pockets. Then you're going to place the backs of your hands on the wall. Keeping all of this posture, you're going to perform a wall angel, so kind of like a snow angel. You're going to let your arms come up and out, trying to keep those shoulder blades squeezed back and down the whole time, and your hands flat on the wall. If you get to a point where you feel like your hands or your pinky fingers at the least are starting to lift off of the wall, then that's going to be your stopping point. It's important that you keep your shoulder blades back and squeezed together. And then you're going to slowly come back to your starting position, keeping everything contracted. Keep this motion slow and controlled, and then you're going to repeat the rep. For this exercise, you're going to be standing in front of the wall. You're going to be having your elbows on the wall, and your elbows are going to be bent about 90 degrees, shoulders about 90 degrees as well. You want to keep your core really tight in this position. It's important because we don't want to let our body sway for this. And you want your elbows and forearms about shoulder width apart, and it's important that they stay there throughout the whole motion. From here, you're going to be sliding your forearms up along the wall. Try not to let your trunk get any closer. When you feel like your elbows are going to start to lift off the wall, don't let them. That's going to be your stopping point. Keep the squeeze with the width, and then slowly come back down to your starting position. You're going to try to feel that in this little muscle in this area here. So try to focus on using your shoulder blade muscles to drive this motion. For this exercise, you're going to be putting your arms into the shape of a Y, lying on your stomach. Straighten your arms, and it's important that your thumbs are facing toward the ceiling. Again, you're going to be using those shoulder blades as the driving force to lift those arms. Squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the arms. It doesn't have to be a big motion. Some people have more range of motion in their shoulders than others. we're going to be targeting your back muscles. We're going to be doing a W with your arms. So you're going to bring your elbows down here into this position here. From here, we're going to be trying to raise your arms toward the ceiling using your shoulder blades as the driving force. Trying to squeeze the shoulder blades here to lift those arms. Slow and controlled, you're going to just lower the arms and then raise them again using those shoulder blades. For this exercise, you're going to be in line on your stomach, and you want to extend your arms out to make your body in the shape of a T. So straight arms here. We're going to be raising your arms toward the ceiling, and it's really important that the motion doesn't just come from your shoulder joint, but that you're squeezing your shoulder blades together to make this motion happen. So squeeze and lift the arms, hold for a couple of seconds, and then back down to neutral with your arms at your side. Squeeze again and repeat the rep.
For this exercise, we'll be doing external rotation on our left shoulder. So you want to grab the TheraBand with your left hand. You want to roll up a towel and put it under your arm against your ribs in order to keep your shoulder at your side so there's no movement out. You're going to take a few steps so there's tension on the TheraBand. Bend your elbow at 90 degrees and pull slow and controlled across your body and back to neutral. If you're doing this exercise on your right shoulder, you'll be facing the other way, putting the towel under your arm and pulling out and back in.
For this exercise, you want to do something a little bit taller, like the edge of a kitchen counter. You're going to be going into kind of a modified plank position. So your hands are going to be on the edge of the table, your feet are going to be pushed back. You want to have your body in a straight line with some of your weight supported on your hands. We're going to be focusing on the plus motion that we call with your shoulder blades moving. So from here, you're just going to try to round out the top of your back by pushing away using the shoulder blades to drive that motion. And then you're going to come back to neutral, and this needs to be slow and controlled. If you're not having any shoulder pain or you feel like you're getting stronger and you'd like to add in a push-up, you can. So then you would do your push-up first, come back up, and then do the plus motion with the shoulder blades, and then back to neutral.